Amber, we are live on YouTube, so whenever you're ready to start, we are ready to go.
Great, thank you. We are not even close to a quorum yet, so we're gonna wait a few minutes. Okay, thanks, Betsy.
Perfect. Thank you.
Amber, it says that I cannot start my video because the host has stopped it. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to see my smiling face.
That should be fixed.
Okay.
Try again, sorry.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, great. We're getting a few more people. So it's 2:45. We don't quite have a quorum. I'm hoping a few people will filter in here. So Betsy, I may be adding some people. I'll be watching for them coming in. I am going to go ahead and call the Parks and Conservation meeting of December 8th to order. As you can see, I always feel like I'm stating the obvious. We continue to meet virtually. Betsy, do you are you able to put up the instructions?
Yep, they are coming
Okay.
right now.
Okay, that's awesome. So you can join us virtually. You could also leave us all of council a voicemail at 406-552-6012 or send an email at council@ci.missoula.mt.us. Okay, great. And I will go ahead and do roll call myself this time. Anderson.
Now, do I have to do anything here since I've clicked?
Yeah, unless someone new shows up.
We can hear you, Betsy.
Anderson's present.
Thanks. Becerra is absent. Contos is absent. Harp.
I'm here.
Hess is absent. Jones.
Present.
I haven't gone. Merritt. I do not see Mary yet, but we'll keep an eye out for her joining in a bit. Ramos? I don't see him either. We'll keep an eye out for that. Cheryl is
He
present.
reported he was going to be missing this meeting.
Oh, he did. Thank you. Okay, so Ramos is absent. Cheryl is present. Vasika?
Present.
Great. Vasika is here. Von Lossberg is absent. West?
Present.
Great. Thanks. Betsy, did you get all that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, awesome. We have, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So currently we have 6. So we will need to make notations that as we approve things, that it was approved, but that a quorum was not present. So we have minutes of December 1st. If you have any changes to those minutes, please raise your hand. And seeing no changes, those minutes will stand approved with the notation that we do not have a quorum. We have no public here to make public comment. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and move on to our first agenda item, and that is Karis Park and Trail Light purchase. Nathan is here. Nathan, you want to go ahead and take it away?
Yeah, thank you very much. So the motion today is I move City Council to award a contract for the owner-provided park and trail lights and authorize the mayor to sign a contract for the amount of $39,276. So if you may remember, on August 30th of 2021, City Council approved a construction contract with Prospect Construction for the Karis Outfall Stormwater Infiltration Gallery in Karis Park Phase 1. The city agreed to pay an amount not to exceed $2,162,591.65. Part of that project included some owner-provided items, and one of those owner-provided items was trail lights and park lights to update the park to our current standards. We did explore some options for those, and the proposed lights that we'd like to purchase represent the best value of the options that we explored. So pretty quick, this is part of an approved CIP from fiscal year 22, and the funding is through Park District and private funds that were raised by the Missoula Downtown Partnership.
Great, thank you. Trail lighting is really important for it being safe and accessible for everyone. So I'm always happy to get that done. Are there any questions or comments from council? Stacy, go ahead.
No, I don't have any questions. I think this is a pretty straightforward project, and I'm happy to make the recommended motion.
Great, thank you. So we have a motion on the floor from Stacy. Is there any public comment on this motion? I do not see anyone's hand up. So any other comments from council? No. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead because Betsy is a little new to this. I'm going to go ahead and do the roll call vote on this on 3.1. Anderson.
Yes.
Harp.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Cheryl votes yes. Vasika.
Yes.
West.
Yes.
Great. So that passes with 4 yeses. So that's going to go on the consent agenda, but we need to make a notation that a quorum was not present for this vote. Let's see. And okay, Nathan, that's great. Thank you. And that stands approved. And I think we have, let's see, sorry, I have one screen here, so I'm trying to flip through. I think Shirley is here. I do not see her on the next item. I think this is for the master fee schedule for facility use reservations, permits, and programs for 2022. It's for the committee to recommends that the city council set a public hearing for January 10th, 2022 to consider adoption of a resolution revising the City of Missoula Parks and Recreation Master Fee Schedule for facility use reservations, permits, and programs for 2022. I do not see anyone. Oh, there she is. Okay, she's here. Hi, Shirley. Do you want to go
Did you
ahead?
see me? I
and-
was just.
Sorry,
Technology.
I know I have one screen. It's hard sometimes.
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Perfect,
Take it
because
from here.
I came in a different way this time, so I was thinking, oh no, did I really mess up? So this document, I bring forward every year to pass a resolution to adopt fees for essentially the facility reservations and rentals, all of our permitting, concessions, special use, alcohol and program fees. This year, we have a few new sections coming on board with Marshall Mountain and the Memorial Park Bench, and also Urban Forestry updated their tree program. So all those will be included. The process includes meeting with user groups and going over the fees, and then a review with the Parks and Recreation Board for review and approval. Review with the County Parks and Trails Open Space Board. And then I'll come January 5th to review all the proposed changes with this committee, and then the hearing on the 10th. So there are a lot of changes and updates for this coming year. And I would be happy to meet with anyone, especially the new council people, if they have specific questions or don't understand, anything part of the document, I'd be happy to meet with them. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions from council? This is just to put it on our agenda to review this for public hearing. I see no hands up. Would anyone in attendance like to, Jones?
It looks like there is a motion, and I will make the motion if the chair will entertain it to just move it forward. It's basically just setting the public hearing. So not really having the big substantive conversation today, but having that hearing set. And we do this every year. And I look forward to having a discussion in January with new counselors on this, but I'd happy to get the motion on the floor.
It'd be great. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is just to set the public hearing. And does anyone in attendance want to make a public comment? I see no hands up there. Are there any more comments from council? Questions? Nope. Okay, so Betsy, I'm going to go ahead and do a roll call vote on this for setting the public hearing. Anderson,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Harp, sorry, I went out of order.
Okay, yes.
Cheryl votes yes. Vasika
Yes.
and West.
Yes.
And so that is 6 yeses. Betsy, again, a notation that we do not have a quorum, and that will go on the consent agenda with that notation. Let's see. And we have one more item. I'm not sure. This is the additional item that we put on Monday night. I'm not sure who is here to speak to this item.
That's me again, Nathan.
You again. Okay, I was trying to say bye to you earlier, and then I saw you were still there. I wasn't quite sure why. Okay, that's great. Well, go ahead and take it over.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And I want to thank you for putting this on the agenda today. It was a kind of a last minute ad, and I know that it does create some challenges. By being able to approve this in this current calendar year, we'll be able to save approximately $30,000. So I think it's really important that we can move this forward. So the Westside Park project has been ongoing since 2018, when we hired a playground consultant to assess the existing wooden playground. It was determined at that time that the best course of action would be to replace the playground. And so that kind of spurred us to go ahead and create an entire new park master plan for Westside Park. We've been working alongside of the north side and the west side neighborhoods, Lowell Elementary School, Missoula County Public Schools, and the North Missoula Community Development Corporation on design development and fundraising for this project. The partners have raised $2.3 million from private donations, grants, and foundations, which is a huge amount of money in a relatively short period of time. It's pretty exciting that we're at this point now. So this is in addition to $100,000 that Missoula County Public Schools has pledged, $250,000 in Park District funding, and $100,000 in impact fees. So phase one of the project was completed in 2019, which included a preschool playground, new restroom, new picnic shelter. Completing this initial phase allows for these amenities that were installed and the rest of the park to remain open to the public while phase two is under construction. So phase two includes replacing the elementary school age playground, a new sport court, new multi-use turf area, park pathways, and associated site work, including irrigation, trees, and turf. It's part of an adopted master plan that was adopted by Park Board in 2019. The estimated cost for phase two is about $2.4 million. And so I'm going to share my screen because I have a pretty picture that's much prettier than my face. So I will show this. So this is an illustrative plan of what the playground is going to look like. And there have been some changes over the course of design development, but this gives a pretty good idea, I think, of what we're trying to do. So this referral is to approve and authorize the mayor to sign contracts for purchasing playground equipment, as well as contracts for the play equipment installation and installation of a rubberized safety surfacing in the playground. So the specific equipment that you see in this image is the result of a multi-year design effort and public process. And one significant portion of this public process involved Lowell Elementary School's teachers and students. Following a field trip where all 300 students visited 6 playgrounds throughout Missoula, several students from each class were appointed to represent their classmates and to help Parks and Rec staff choose the specific play equipment for their new playground. So the playground design is a result of this process. This playground equipment and installation is being purchased through a cooperative purchasing program. This ensures that the contracts meet city procurement rules regarding fair and competitive pricing. And as I mentioned before, approving this in calendar year 2021 will save the city approximately $30,000 by securing 2021 equipment pricing. So I will stop sharing, and if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Great, thank you. Happy to save the money and happy to kind of push this forward on that. And I mean, the community investment and the fundraising and grants on this is just amazing. And I have to say, every time you guys come with playground equipment and you show those pictures, it makes me laugh because I think of burning my legs on the hot metal slide than people falling off the edges. And, you know, just it's a very different experience for kids these days and a better experience. So I'm excited about that. Are there any questions from council? Okay. And Heather, go ahead.
I was just going to comment too. I sure appreciate for my kids, and now this is the next generation of playground equipment, but moving away from teeter-totters and the hot slides. It's and more importantly, it's equipment that is inclusive of all abilities, which I think is something that when we were kids was not on the radar. And it's really important today that we make space for kids with no matter where they come from and what their circumstances are. So Heidi, I know you were well behind all of this equipment picking, and what a fun job that's got to be. And I'm sure Nathan helped you on this, but really very proud of this particular playground. I'm happy to put a motion on the floor if you need that, Amber.
I do, thank you. And I think it's important. I agree with everything you said there. And also just, I want to recognize Heidi in this process. So Heidi, you have your hand up now. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I think we should give credit where credit is due, and it was mostly kids that designed this playground, which makes it so super awesome with, of course, Nathan and Parks and Rec staff to help them along the way. But yeah, this is a kid designed project for kids, so I'm so excited to see it happening. It'll be so fun to see it under construction.
I agree. This is a fun way to end our day. So we do have a motion on the floor. Would anyone in attendance like to make a comment? See no hands up there. So I will go ahead and do a roll call vote. Anderson,
Yes.
Harp,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Cheryl votes yes, Vasika,
Yes.
and West.
Yes.
Kind of knew you were going to vote that way. So that is 6 yeses. This will go on the consent agenda. Again, we don't have a quorum, so we need to note that. Betsy, and unless anyone has any other comments, that is let me double check because we did add a couple things. Nope, that's the end of our meeting. So thanks everyone. And Nathan, thank you, and happy we could get this done and quickly and save the money on it. And it'll be an important benefit to our community. So thanks.
Just one more comment. I'll be coming back to you next week with a construction manager at risk contract that we're hoping to approve for this project as well. So that's coming, and then we'll be under construction next year.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. I'll adjourn the meeting. Have a good rest of your afternoon.